Hi, I'm Steve Esnoff from Resolute Private Wealth, and welcome to our January update. At the start of every year, I always take the time to write down my goals. Now, my goals aren't always financially based, although the majority are, and some of those goals are centered around how much I would like to save throughout the year, or how much of my mortgage I'd like to pay down, or where I want to be from an investment point of view, or starting new investments. But then many of my goals are also lifestyle based, such as where I want to be from a fitness point of view, or where I'd like to travel throughout the course of the year, or whether I want to learn a new skill. And so I write these goals down, and the reason I write them down is for a number of reasons. One is that it makes me feel accountable, and secondly, I actually find it quite interesting to reflect back on them and see if I've been able to achieve those goals firstly, but then also it's interesting to see where your mind was at 6 or 12 months ago and where it is now. And a lot of what I do here at Resolute is to work with people and help them articulate their goals and then set in place a financial plan to achieve both their financial and lifestyle goals. And so based on that, I really do recommend that you take the time to consider what you'd like to achieve over 2019. Share that with me, and then we can adapt your financial plan to ensure that you have every chance of achieving both those personal and financial goals. Now to markets. We had a terrible run into Christmas last year with financial markets, and so far so good in January 2019. Although we're only 3 weeks in, it's pleasing to say that the Australian share market is up 8% since its December lows, and the US market is up 10% since its December lows. However, a lot of the issues that were present late last year that caused that volatility and fall in markets are still present now, and I expect those issues to remain throughout the major part of 2019. And I believe those issues to be a slowing world economy, and in particular a slowing Chinese economy, central banks around the world really wanting to start increasing their interest rates, trade discussions between the US and China and their relationship in general, and also Brexit, whether the UK will or won't leave the European Union, or whether they can actually reach some kind of agreement between now and March 29, it really is unknown. So I think these 3 or 4 major issues will play out over the course of the year, and throughout the course of the year, I wouldn't be surprised to see if there's volatility at different points based on those events unfolding. But as long-term investors, I think it's really important to stick to your investment strategy, stick to remaining a diversified portfolio aligned with your risk profile. Now, looking forward over the next 2 weeks, just some key events to keep an eye on is the findings of the Hayne Royal Commission on February 1. So that'll be quite interesting to see what the recommendations are as a result of the Royal Commission into the banking industry. And then just after that, we're going into the Australian share market. The companies start reporting on their profit and loss, and so we should start to see some movement in share prices following those company announcements. My client question this month is, what's an alternative way to save for a minor, such as a grandchild or child? Now, if your time frame is greater than 10 years, I like investment bonds or insurance bonds. They're very similar to a managed fund, however, they do have some tax concessions. Investment bonds are designed to be held for more than 10 years. You do have investment choice, such as investing in a low risk option, medium risk or high risk. They can be started with as little as $1,000, and you can add to them regularly, such as $100 per month. There are some ceilings on how much you can put in every year based on your prior year contributions. There are some tax concessions based on an ongoing basis and also when the investment is realized. And finally, the investment can transition to that child on a predetermined birthday, such as an 18th birthday or 25th birthday. So it is quite a powerful way of saving for that minor over a long period of time, taking advantage of market growth, but also dollar cost averaging. So if you have any sort of further questions and queries, or you feel that an investment bond may be suitable for someone in your family, then please reach out and we can have a chat about whether it is actually suitable for those circumstances. Just finally, just like to acknowledge that Resolute Private Wealth Management has successfully transitioned across to Resolute Financial Services, which I'm very happy about, and that all takes effect from the 15th of this month. So that's all we have time for this month, but we'll be back again next month with a new update.